Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box and subsequently flaunt it from the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What have I extracted from the box? What have I prompted from the box? What have I elicited from the box? Let's find out. This is none other than an envelope. And it currently obscures the figurine encompassed within it. I'm feeble, I'm dainty, I lack physical prowess, so ravaging this envelope will be arduous. Nonetheless, I should still be able to do it. Perhaps I'm going to need to leverage this nifty pair of scissors to penetrate through the envelope. I'm meek. This induces discomfort. I detest having to firmly grip the scissors. It induces inflammation. Alrighty, the envelope is not devoid of its contents. It can be consigned to the trash. The figurine wrapped foam. Alrighty, it's no longer engulfed in anything. Actually, I revoke my previous statement. It's now officially liberated. I used to possess this figurine. He's Furion Stormrage, I believe. He's a night elf druid. He possesses divine, potent, omnipotent powers. He can decimate nearly anyone who comes in contact with him. He has two horns protruding out. His ears are elongated. He has a rubber beard. His hair is a bit unkempt. He doesn't seem to be very groomed, in my opinion. His leg articulation is encumbered by his skirt. His pouch cannot be opened. His cape cannot be removed. It can be adjusted. It's not very pliable. It's comprised of PVC plastic, or at least seems to be comprised of PVC plastic. He has these wrist guards, the spikes protruding out of them, or wristbands I should say. I guess they're separate from his articles of clothing. I'm just trying to pinpoint dings, dents, scratches, and scuffs, so I apologize about being mute. Yeah, he seems to be in pristine condition. He seems to be practically unscathed. He seems to be in near mint condition. I can't pinpoint any dings, nor dents, nor scuffs, nor scratches. Of course, my vision is abysmal. That's why I need to resort to utilizing these glasses to augment my visual prowess. He has these spikes protruding out of his wristbands, which are harder than you would otherwise expect. He has rubber horns. They're either comprised of a cheap plastic or rubber, so just be careful. They're not very pliable. They could snap easily. His muscle tones are eminently defined. He lacks a diaphragm joint. He lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks elbow joints. He lacks knee joints. He lacks thigh rotation. He cannot rotate his calves. He lacks a hinged ankle. He lacks toe articulation. And he's unable to rotate his upper arms nor his biceps. And his head rotation is encumbered by his hair. He cannot ascend and descend his head. He can't really nod. That's unfortunate. He cannot reposition his feet. He's really static and stationary for the most part. His articulation is eminently finite. He seems to have roughly seven points of articulation. And it's just a shame that you can't rotate the hands without rotating the forearms. They rotate in tandem with one another. He seems to emulate the appearance of the Knight of Druid. I believe this character is known by the moniker of Furion Stormrage. I believe Furion Stormrage was an illustrious, revered, renowned warrior, a part of the World of Warcraft lore, or part of the Warcraft lore. Who knows? I'm not well acclimated with the World of Warcraft lore. I do admire his details. I love his appearance, I love his aesthetics, I love his sculpt, I love his hues, I love his deco, I love his textures. My only gripes appertaining to this figurine are that he lacks articulation in a myriad of joints, and he also lacks two-fisted hands. There's apertures between his fingers, the gaping holes between his thumb and index finger are noticeable on both hands. He's missing his corresponding accessory. I believe he came with a staff or a scepter. Who knows? He has divine, deadly powers. He's quite a brutal warrior. He can trounce anyone within his proximity, so just be wary, be vigilant when you approach Furion Stormrage. So here he is. He's sturdy, he's a bit burly, he's a bit bulky. Just would have been nice if he had more articulation, but his details are just phenomenal and incredible and ineffable. They're too epic to describe. He has a plethora of paint applications. I love the variations of colors. I just love the hues. I believe they're aesthetically appealing. So he doesn't really have a rustic design, and his epicness is off the charts, or off the spectrum, or normal. For $10, I can't complain. I used to possess this figure, I now repossess him. I'm gratified, I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm content. So here he is, once again. I'm sure he's astute, I'm sure he's stoic, I'm sure he's intelligent and wise. I'm sure he's shrewd, I'm sure he has adroitness, I'm sure he has finesse, I'm sure he's nimble, I'm sure he's divine in all facets. So it just would have been nice if he had more articulation, and if he had two-fisted hands, or two hands that were semi-clenched together. fingers on the left hand are semi-clenched together, but not on the right hand. I don't like the open hand design, but that's just me. I don't like when the hands are pre-posed, but nothing I can really do in this context. I'm not going to add more points of articulation. I'm not going to modify nor refine his design, so he'll just stay as is and just be relegated to one of my shelves. So I hope that you found this video to be fascinating and enthralling. I love the World of Warcraft action figures that were churned out in the early 21st century. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.